Right, hello everybody, I'm Chieftain here, and welcome back to another episode of Elden Ring, the Wretched playthrough. And we're picking up right where we left off at the end of last episode. That is to say, we're here at the Church of Repulse, where we just took out an NPC whose name actually I forget. And we picked up two important items. One was a weapon, the infamous Rivers of Blood, which is obviously no use to us, but if you've ever been on the Elden Ring community pages on Facebook and anywhere else really, this is probably the most hated weapon on the planet, because it's abused in PvP. Now, as a non-PvP and also a non-bleed build, I don't give a shit about this weapon, so we'll put it in the bin. But, yeah. So, we also picked up a new helmet. Now, we're using an impaired corpse at the moment, which is a bit ridiculous. I didn't mean to do that, did I? Yeah, we were wearing that to increase our faith. Now, whether or not that's any good to us right now is another story. We originally started wearing it to boost our faith by 2 points for free, so we could use that to help us use a weapon called the Sword of Night and Flame, which I've since decided is not very good, at least not for us. I mean, it probably is. I just wasn't used to it, but I'm too used to Ice Spear and Flame of the Redmanes, to be honest. But we did pick up another helmet, which I did actually use on my previous build. Did I? Yeah. There it is. So this is the Okina mask, which gives you +3 dexterity for free, which is also quite good. Again, we're not a dex build, so that's less good to us in this instance. But, you know, in the interest of completionism, it wouldn't hurt to have it, would it? So we can wear it, use it, maybe. Or we can just put it on a shelf. So, what are we going to do this episode? I actually thought we had more time. I thought there was more stuff to explore here, but I forget how kind of empty the later stages of the game are. So what we're going to do is teleport to the foot of the forge, because here we're going to take on the fire giant. Now we can talk to Melina as well. So we'll teleport here first. Because Melina's journey is coming to an end pretty much once we kill the giant, although I'm not going to do that part of the story straight away, because once you do it you can't go back, and the whole game changes the moment you do that. I'll talk you through that in just a second. See what she has to say.
We're almost there. The flame of ruin lies just ahead. I'm glad it was you I travelled with. I must tender my thanks to Torrent, too. Thank you, Torrent. Please continue to lend your aid. Till the end. Think not of the kindling. I shall see to that. All I ask of you is to make the journey to the snowy mountaintops of the giants. I know. I'm asking you to commit that it must be done to reach the path beyond. And that is the path. What is your mind? There is something I'd like to say. My purpose was given to me by my mother, but now I act of my own volition. I have set my heart upon the world that I would have, regardless of my mother's designs. I won't allow anyone to speak ill of that, not even you.
Alright, so what she's actually talking about is, if you remember, we were trying to enter the Erd tree, whose roots are blocking the way to the Elden Beast, essentially. And what we have to do is burn the Erd tree roots, which is kind of cardinal sin that she's talking about. Now, which is ultimately it's the whole reason we are here at the mountaintop of the giants, because the flame in the forge of the giants is the only flame strong enough to burn the Erd tree. Now we need a special kindling to ignite the flame, so to speak, and that would be her. So she's basically going to commit suicide so that we can take on the Elden Beast. Oh, but obviously the moment we do that it changes, because obviously once we set fire to the roots, the whole Lendl capital changes. Its landscape changes immensely. I mean, it's just basically a pile of ash. The only place we can really go is the training shunning grounds, which we do have to finish, because there's a boss at the bottom there I want to take on. And we need to kind of start cleaning up certain quests, which we need XP. So we start advancing through the game very, very quickly now. But we're going to kill the giant for now. this episode. Full disclosure, it might take me a few goes. If you hear some bad language, I apologise. The last time I fought him, I remember it being quite difficult. But that's probably as far as we'll go with the main story as yet, because we've got to go to the Consecrated Snowfield as well, using the Secret Medallion, and take on the Hallig Tree, Melania, sorry, and also Mog. So we've got some sort of end game stuff basically, but still quite a lot of content to cover in the next few episodes. So we'll take on the giant, and we'll decide what we're going to do after that. I can't dedicate the whole episode to killing the giant because I feel like it might take me a few goes, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, now we got 50,000 runes on as well, which is somewhat of a problem, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Now, I've got to remember how you get to him. That's this chain here will lead us to the forge, so we'll do that now. No, none of that. None of that. Yeah. This is how tough those birds are. They can actually take on the trolls. There's another fight over there. There's these giant. This place is horrible. No lie. What's that over there? Right. Right. Yeah, this is where we need to go. So we'll get our. We're gonna have to take everything at our disposal. This is gonna be quite frightening. This boss is one of these sort of hyper aggressive ones. He has 2 stages. It's a bit interesting. Yeah. I really don't know. 50,000 runes seems it's a lot, doesn't it? I mean, a lot at this stage of the game, but even so, have we got enough? We could level up if we wanted to. We've got a hero's rune. Well, you know what? We'll just see how it goes. Get prepped. There he is. Can we summon our dude yet? Yeah. So let's see how this goes. Now what we've got to do is take on his... Oh, shit! Is try not to walk into a fucking tree. Probably what we want to do. So hopefully... we make it through, we did. Good. Watch out for his fire attacks. Oh my god, this is going to be unpleasant. Okay, well, first death, there you go. Depressing little damage you're doing to him. That is something I find a little bit distressing. We've got all the bits we need, right? Yeah. You have to give me somewhere else. I've only killed him the one. It was at this point a month ago in my real life. I honestly thought that would do more damage to him than it did. Where is he? Let's go. That attack is really annoying. Where's my mimic? Right. I really thought we got past that. Going down. There we go, phase 2. Right. This bit's actually pretty funny. I always thought that was a bit drastic. I know you're in pain, but that's pretty self-destructive, dude. But obviously now it becomes a lot more dangerous. But fortunately a lot less mobile. He does roly-poly around a little bit, which is quite tough. So... Wow. He looks pissed. He will be a lot more aggressive now. Okay. So getting that close was a mistake. Murdering a mimic, which is not good. Two tries. Members of the Fire Giant. Look at the runes we got from that. Fucking hell. I remember it being a lot harder than that. That was 2 attempts, wasn't it? I mean, Ice Spear is pretty powerful, but holy shit. Yeah. Okay, well, never mind. I thought that was going to... I gave us like a half-hour, 40-minute episode. I was expecting to die a million times, but no. I was wrong. Okay. Now, there should be a Sword of Grace up here. So we'll use that, we'll level up. And then we'll probably teleport out of here and do something else, because I don't want to set fire to Melina just yet. That's crazy, though. I thought that was going to be a lot. Wait. Now, the Sword of Grace at the top of here, isn't it? I just don't want to fall to my death. The platform elements this game I'm really not fond of. And there's one place I've avoided thus far, back in Caelid, because we haven't actually activated Radahn's Remembrance yet, because I don't want to... What is Rune? Because you have to kind of parkour down to the bottom of his tower, the Tower of Kaled. The boss fight at the bottom is pretty obnoxious. You have to fight a Godskin or duo or whatever, I can't remember. And you do get the Godslayer's Great Sword, which is probably one of the best weapons for a kind of Faith Dex kind of build, which is good. But getting there will cost you. But I probably died more trying to get to that than I did in any other part of this game. So there's that. No, there's no Side of Grace here, right? I thought there was. Can we not go this way? No, you can't drop into that forge, by the way. It's insta death. In case you were wondering. Where are we going this way? What we'll probably do is activate the Side of Grace, level up, and then we'll jump back to the round table to have a look at let me have a think. To have a look at the Remembrance, see if there's anything good we want. It's really more for a face build because I believe you get some of the fire attacks that he was using. Although we didn't really see much of those. Depressingly quick fight, actually. I thought that was going to be harder than that. I mean, I know we have a Mimic, which is a bit... depending on how elitist you are, Mimic's cheating or Summons is cheating, but I personally don't give a flying fuck. I think you play the game how you want to play it, but I see why people might think that. Right. So, let's activate this. And obviously, as you can see there, we've got Talk to Luna. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last episode. By the time you watch this episode, it would have been probably 2 or 3 weeks since the patch 105. But they made some changes to weapons, but I noticed they started adding these little things if you've got these little markers. For dialogue options and presumably for other options, so it's a bit strange, but we won't do that because that will result in her death. So all we wanted to do is activate this and then we'll level up. In fact, we could probably level up twice, which is kind of nuts. Yes, in fact we will do that. So we'll level up intelligence to 39. Still leaves us 50,000 runes in the bank. Then we're going to jump back to the round table, like so, or table of lost grace as they call it. Well, I call it the round table, whatever. See if any stats changes. We've got a few other things to clear up, so I've still got to clear up Brother Corthin's quest for the gold mask, which is not really. I keep forgetting Via's dead. We don't need to come in here anymore, do we? No. I might see if we've got any bell bearings to hand. I mean, I can't actually remember if we've got any other stuff. It's been a week since I did recording. Like, I've just been trying to catch up on editing. There's so much. Oh, he's still there. No, don't need to talk to him. We want to talk to the two fingers, don't we? Although, I want to see if I've got any bell bearings to hand in. Dung Eater's dead, or we killed him, didn't we? Yeah, remember. Offer bell bearing. Offer Sunburn Miner's bell bearing 3. Ooh, purchase. Well, we had that, so that's 6 and 7. Not 5 and 6. Okay. Alright. We're not going to buy anything right now anyway. I just want to have a look. Although we do have the runes for it. But if we use that Hero's Great Rune, we can probably level up again. What level are we? 120 now, right? Yeah. As I said, we really want to be sort of 145-ish when we fight the boss. I want to be 150 really, but the Elden Beast, but or thereabouts. Because you get like an insane amount of runes killing him, so we need to be about level. I want to kind of cap this character level 150. Not that I'm going to do any multiplayer, but I might do some builds. In any case, let's have a look.
You have returned.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
So, Remnants of Champions. Nothing really to pick up there, is there? No. We still have Power of Remembrance. So, Remembrance of the Fire Giant. So what do we have? The Giant's Red Braid, which is a whip with flame dance. Which would be a dexterity and faith weapon, again, which is no good to us. We also have Burn No Flame, which is that serious fire spell he was using. Again, no good to us, but it's useful to have it as an option.
Now go.
I will. Bye-bye. So, we've got 20 minutes to go, so I need to do something. Well, what are we going to do next? Where are we going to go? What should we do? I guess we should make a start on the consecrated snowfield, correct? Yeah. So what that means is we need to jump to the Grand Lift of Rold, right? Or is it this one? Finlands. So we need to get here. Yeah. Ignore the finger reader crone. Jump up here. Special medallion. My secret medallion. Here we go. I forget how long these animations are. Right. 47 years later and we're here. Right. No, still can't move. Come on. Right. So given the fact we used a secret medallion to get to a secret area. So this will be... Well, you'll find out. It'll be the consecrated snowfield. Which will lead to the Mogwin Palace and also to the Howling Tree. Where eventually we will take on Melania, Queen of Miquella. Lady Miquella, Queen, I don't know. She's another one of those bosses that everyone hates so much. Admittedly, when I fought her the first time, she was a bit of a pain, but I wouldn't say she was the worst thing I ever fought. But by far, probably the worst boss I ever had in this game is Renala. Because I was incredibly unleveled and was very new. Once your build comes together, like, the game isn't that hard. You saw, we just killed a fire giant in 2 goes, man. We're not an OP build by any stretch. I mean, look at us. Let's look at our stats spreadsheet. Let's have a quick look. We've got the health. I mean, my other characters didn't even have that much, but I think I had 40 vigor at the end of the game, which is I don't recommend, by the way. And we've got endurance, strength, mind. You know, nothing's really standing out as a standout sort of skill by any stretch of the imagination. Normally, if you want to optimize your build, you want to optimize your build and your damage output. You kind of laser focus on the skills, but we're all over the place. Oh, wait, I just remembered there's some irritating mobs here, aren't there? Beast-eyed quivers, right? Okay. Wouldn't be annoying if we died now. What's here? Okay. Okay. Oh my god, what's this? Okay, so that wasn't anywhere near as good as I thought it might be. Right, hello. Alright, okay. These guys hit pretty hard if I remember. They're weak themselves, but they can be a pain. I keep forgetting we get FP back for every kill thanks to the talisman. Oh no. right, they do the bleed damage, don't they? Now I remember. Fuck off. Ow. Yeah, I suppose they do pretty bad damage. But thankfully they can't really take it, they're glass cannons. Well, watch out. Okay. B-side quivers. Now, I presume there must be a boss around here somewhere, but I can't remember. I haven't been here for some time. Yeah. Frostbite really just does some major damage, you know, the ice spear. Oh, okay, we're done. So what was the B-side quivering about then? Is there a way down? I wonder if there's a way to drop down. That kind of boss. Like, I mean, 70,000 runes, I don't really want to waste that many runes. By, you know, to a silly death. But, interesting. Whatever. We'll go straight up. What are we? 27 minutes. We got the subject race. We'll rest there and we'll press on. See if we can get to another one. I know this place. I'm not very confident on. Kind of this stage of the game is weird because they're quite big areas, but they're pretty sparsely populated. But there are also some really obscenely strong enemies. We could really do with another 10 points of vigor, if I'm honest. Because you want about 60 vigor. Particularly for late game. Yeah, we can't see. This is, I hate this place. The map is... I've got no idea. I just have to keep going. I don't know. Right. Yeah. There is ice bears and all sorts of wonderful things. There's also one of those dog bosses, you know, the touch other grades. Ooh. What are they called? We fought one at the, you know, Red Wolf Redigan, the one we fought at Nala's Reliquary Academy. They come up as kind of regular boss enemies. There's one of those to fight somewhere, and it's like this. You got zero visibility with the dog that darts all over the place with a lightsaber in his mouth. So I think I just gave him a miss last time because it was like I really wish I could see the road. It was the most horrendous thing I've ever done. Leave the creepy snails. Right, okay, so that's not the way. Alright. We don't actually have to kill those, just have to stop them. Sorry, what I mean is you hit... You bastard. No! Alright, that works. So these are kind of painted warriors on drugs, right? Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. Oh, boys! Stop! Now, you don't want to hit them too hard, or they kind of get super aggressive, which is obviously less good. Pull this up. Kill this joker, right. Now, this probably isn't anything we're going to use, but still. Katrina's torch. I don't even know what that does. There is a torch we're going to need, but I think it's a sentry's torch, not that one. Fires of slumber, right, sleep. Nah, it's not all used to us, in all honesty. Personally, builds can be quite useful in the right situations, but like I know from experience that previous playthrough, I actually fought the Godskin guys are actually fairly susceptible to sleep, believe it or not. So like sleep pots. So you could do use them. If you knock them out, then they're a million times easier to deal with. You can kind of hit them with a sleep pot once, get some attacks in. When they wake up, knock them out again. Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 hits, but so I keep checking them out, but I don't. Ah, there we go. What's wrong? So visibility's not good enough. Right, absolutely hate this place. Because you've got to watch out, it's really easy to fall off. Fall to death because you've got no idea, you can't see how far it is. I guess ideally we want to do this and find out, get the map and then find other such graves, don't we? Really? Yeah. We may have to do some work to go find the sentry's torch. I don't know if I bought it yet. You get it from an NPC somewhere. Map, consecrated snowfield. Right, there we go. So you're saying it's another area that's not particularly huge. This area we need the sentry's torch for. Up here you can see the this is the Halling tree, or Miquella's Halling tree, and around here somewhere is Melonia. There's also Loretta. This place is pretty obnoxious, honestly, but you do get a lot of levels very, very quickly. Around here somewhere there is a teleporter that takes us to, I don't know what that is. It's a tunnel. There is a teleporter that will take us to the Mogwin Palace, where we can find Mog, the step. Yeah, we really kind of. I think what we'll do is head this way. There is a ton of graves there. I don't really want to tackle that area next, so we could do a next episode. I don't know. I just remember it being. You got the Black Knife Assassins, but they're invisible, which is ultimately what you need the torch for. The sentry's torch, because it means you can see invisible enemies. But they are a nightmare on their own. I think it might be a Flame of the Red Maid's job. Yeah, because there should be a sort of grace around here somewhere, right? Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll have a think between videos and see if I want to tackle this area next. We might just kind of. I need to have a look at the map itself on the wiki and clear and see if there's anything worth clearing. I don't think there's any items I really want, but you never know. Because what you have to do, you have to kind of. There's 4 torches you have to light to break a seal. Yeah, it's a, and there, but there's these spell dudes on top of the rooftops, which will just annihilate you with snipers, and then the Black Knife Assassins which kill you. So you kind of got to light. It takes a few days. We might want to get rid of our runes before we do that, but I'll have a think. So we'll touch Sun of Grace here. Okay. And we'll call this episode done. And I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.